we weren't going to go to the reunion. We went to the reunion. And since the reunion, it's been nothing but people discussing the reunion. When I had my conversation with Colton during the show, when I said, you'd be great at holding secrets, everybody perked up to come to his defense. I will say that at the reunion, no one perked up to come to Colton's defense.
Wow. Do you remember when my face was breaking out so much and you knew you were going to work with her on Higher Learning? You said, want me to ask Tyra Banks what you should do about your skin? And then you called me with her in the background.
Yes. I'm not with the trickery. Like, if I'm going to be disrespectful, I'm going to be blatantly
You mean
disrespectful.
it, right?
And
Me
if I'm going
too.
to be accidentally disrespectful, I'll apologize.
Testing.
Yeah.
we are.
Hello.
Hello.
We are back.
Hi. Hello.
Rapaport'S Reality. My name is Michael Rapaport.
I'm Kebe Rapaport.
And this is the smartest, dopest, best-looking reality podcast in the entire world. The smartest, dopest, best-looking.
And we are constantly, creatively commiserating.
The most conniving, commiserating, colluding podcast out of all the reality podcasts
People don't
in the
understand.
world.
They don't understand the alliteration factor of it all. I thought it was very creative of you. But let's start.
Babe, when I'm walking the streets,
Yeah, I hear.
they say to me either you're the smartest, dopest, or they go colluding, commiserating, la 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 la. So
I love it. You came out on top, babe.
Oh, so on top. Rapaport'S Reality, we are back like we never left. If you've never listened to Rapaport'S Reality, welcome. If you've never subscribed, rated, and reviewed Rapaport'S Reality, please do. I know every podcast asks you to do it. There's a reason why. I'm not exactly sure what that reason is, but it doesn't make a difference. What difference does it make? I'm not exactly sure. But I also want you to know you could follow us on Instagram at Rapaport'S Reality. We're going to jump right into this like we never, ever, 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 ever left, because I just got back from Los Angeles.
Yep. To do the Traitors Reunion.
Now, I just realized, we discussed not going to the reunion.
Yes.
And then we decided that it would be best to finish up strong at the reunion.
Yes. You decided.
Yes. No, you said you agree. It's not good to not.
I think so. I mean, you took kind of a poll by our closest confidants, and I think the consensus was that, we finished what we started. Remember, we said Rapaport'S don't quit. Yes. I let you take the lead with the whole thing because you wanted to do the show to begin with. I was kind of hesitant, but, you've turned out on top by doing it. Like, it turned out in your favor.
Oh.
Even though yeah. Totally, 100%. I mean, you're going viral. Kids are eating their pasta like you.
They call it Rapaport style. You know how they do In and Out? They call it animal style.
Yeah.
They call eating the way I eat, shoveling. It's no longer shoveling. It's called Rapaport style.
Wowza. Okay. All right.
So how do we turn that into a brand deal? It'll happen. But yes, I just realized that we weren't going to go to the reunion. We went to the reunion. And since the reunion, it's been nothing but people discussing the reunion.
Really?
Oh my gosh.
Wait, before, the people that on the show, because it hasn't aired yet.
It hasn't aired yet. It's not going to air until the finale, and it's public that we shot the reunion. It's more than public.
Why? Because a lot of the people on the show have been making videos. I was going to ask you, how was that? Like, in terms of our love of reality television, as many reunions we've watched across the board, how was it to be sitting at an actual reunion of a reality show?
I will tell you that my big critique of the reunion, now that we shot it, my big critique of the reunion for Traitors is they shoot it similar to a Housewives reunion. And I don't think that serves a Traitors reunion. Let me explain.
Okay.
And I'm not giving anything away. They did the same thing last year. You're on couches. First of all, there's 23 people.
That's insane. I was going to ask you, is it all the people who started from jump, even though they
ration you out?
No, but I'm saying some of the people, I don't know who they are because they got out very quickly.
Yes, everybody's there.
Oh.
And everybody showed up.
Okay.
And I don't think doing a Traitors Reunion the same way you do a Housewives Reunion serves a Traitors Reunion.
In what way?
Because the show isn't at couches. Like, that's the format that works brilliantly for Housewives Reunions. And when you have this many people and so many interpersonal relationships, because there's so many people, I feel like it should be done in a more intimate setting. I feel like it could be done like at a dinner. It could be done like at a pregame. It could be sub-conversation. They should almost shoot it like in a smaller version of the way we wander around the castle, like on a set where you're doing small little interstitials and then have everybody come together. And they kind of do that, but they didn't do that. And being out there with so many people and the way it was sort of, again, I'm not giving away any secrets. They did it the same way they did it last year's reunion, where they ration the people out. Meaning,
they bring you out one at a time. I mean, how big are the couches? They don't fit 20.
It's a fucking humongous set. And it's set up in the vibe of Traitors. You know, you got the ghouls and the haunted house and all that kind of haunted castle thing. But I felt like there was a lack of intimacy. And I feel like the thing that is exciting about the game and exciting about the show are the relationships. And when you're that far away and everybody's sort of talking and not talking and people are it just, me personally.
Do you think the audience is going to feel that way, or you're just talking about being there?
Well, I wanted to remind you, as much as we've watched all 3 seasons of the shows, we've never enjoyed a reunion.
Because it's a game show. It's not like a reality show to me. So I'm never curious about what they really think or did or whatever.
I think strategy, in hindsight, who cares?
Yeah, I don't care. But,
I think what you do care about is the relationships and the shitting on each other, the betrayal. And I feel like it became a little bit too much about strategy and all that stuff. And I will say that, I don't know, I'll be curious to see, it's been all over the news. It's been all over the blogs. There was a big video that Lisa Rinna, who has a book coming out, she did a video afterwards. Miles Jordan, play a little bit clip of Lisa Rinna's TikTok or Instagram video.
We shot the reunion yesterday. Let me just say one thing. Everything was taken care of. Whether you'll see it or not, I don't know, because I don't have control over that. But I can tell you that, yeah, you know what needed to be done, and it was done. Yep, because if you want a housewife, I'll give you a housewife, honey.
So she said, as you just heard, you wanted a housewife. I gave you a housewife. I don't know what'll make it into the cut, but everything was taken care of. I don't know.
Everything was taken care of.
She was saying everything was taken care of, insinuating in regards to Colton.
Terrible. Okay.
And I got to say, babe, and I'll say this publicly, my thing with Colton that, has been discussed ad nauseum on this podcast, has been discussed ad nauseum on everybody else's podcast, has been discussed ad nauseum all over social media, is done. And I don't have any more to say about it. I don't have anything more to add to it. I will say that I don't have a problem with this guy. And I will say that I look at these people, some of them I like, some of them I don't like. Mm-hmm. Some of them I could give 2 fucking shits about. Some of them I think are completely full of shit.
Okay.
Some of them I think are nice. Some of them I got to know better after the reunion. Mm-hmm. Yam Yam, Natalie. I got to talk to them like with no cameras, and we shared some cool stuff and, sort of shared some of our thoughts and some of our things that were cut out and some of the things that, brought them to behave the way they behaved, and the same me behaved the way I behaved. But in regards to Colton and the entire cast in general, I look at it like a movie. I look at it like a TV show. We shot a TV show. This isn't a reality castle. It's Alan Cummings, the actor, playing this character. I treated it like I'm Michael Rapaport doing this job that you're getting paid for, with wardrobe, with cameras,
right,
with cinematographers,
right,
with sound department. It's not like you're just thrust into this castle. It's a TV show in the genre of reality. So at the end of the day, 10 years from now, 5 years from now, 5 months from now, I'm on season 4 of this show. I've worked with people on movies and TV. Some of the people I could give a fuck about. Some of the people I like. Some of them we form relationships with. But the bullying that went down at that reunion wasn't cool. And the bullying towards Colton that went down at that reunion was not fucking cool. And Rinna, she shared what she shared on social media, and I don't know what's going to make it in there, but I thought it was not just by her, by a few people, nasty, mean-spirited, bullying. And the thing that stuck out to me is because when I had my conversation with Colton during the show, when I said, you'd be great at holding secrets, everybody perked up to come to his defense. Mm-hmm. I will say that at the reunion, no one perked up to come to Colton's defense.
Wow.
And what was going on at the reunion was far more deviant, mean-spirited, and nasty than anything that happened with me and Colton during the show. And I'm not with that.
Okay,
I don't support it.
All right, I get it.
And I don't think it's cool. I don't think it makes you tough to kick a guy when he's down, to kick a guy when he's being bullied on social media the way he's been, like, relentlessly bullied on social media. I don't think it's dope. I don't support it. So I don't know what's going to air. I don't know what's going to show, but I wanted to just articulate that at the reunion, no one came to his defense. Not a fucking person there said, what the fuck is going on here? Like, it's 8 months ago now.
Right. Let's
move on.
Yeah.
He ain't perfect. You ain't perfect. None of us are perfect. No, I tried to say that. I did try to say that.
I think you just said it. It's a show. And I think I'm not advocating for what happened on the show, but I have a different understanding now. You started off by saying Lisa Rinna has a book coming out.
Yes.
So, and she's an old pro. So she wants to make and continue controversy where there is one, because there's no bad press with a woman like Lisa Rinna. So unfortunately, you were privy and party to reality television.
Yeah.
Not a show like you're saying. I don't care what you say. It's not a show.
I know.
It's reality television. And the thing that really trips me out is I'm like, don't do it. The only reason why I didn't want you to do it is because I don't want to know how the sausage is made, because I like it so much. Right. And then the other thing I'll say to what you just said is that, remember we watched, I think maybe last year, Love is Blind reunion. There's so many characters and how they were sitting on the couch. It's like that, that makes sense because we want to see their relationships now and then with each other as couples. I think a reunion with a show like Traitors doesn't actually even make sense because there was a winner, the end. Right?
No, I think there's a reunion that would make sense. I just don't think that they make the best reunion that makes sense yet. I think they're going to learn. I think that it's Traitors, it's not Housewives, it's not Love is Blind, and I think there's a way to do a reunion in a way that sort of fits the mold and the vibe of the show and the amount of people within the show.
Right.
And I don't think that they did that.
Yeah. I think it's because
to be honest with you, I think that Andy, he's great. But it almost makes sense to have Alan run the reunion.
I asked you if he was there. He's not even there at all?
He's witnessing the most of it.
I know, but is he at the reunion?
No, he wasn't there.
Oh.
He wasn't there.
Okay.
And I was appalled that he wasn't there. The reunion is going to show what it's going to show.
Will you be able to say more behind the scenes after the reunion airs?
I'll be able to say behind the scenes after the reunion airs, for sure. I will say again, I'm not with the bullying.
Yeah.
I'm not with the nastiness. I'm not with the intentional mean shit. I'm not with the kicking somebody when he's down. And I'm also, my big question about the reunion was, where was everybody else to make it stop?
What are you? So did everybody?
Where the fuck was Johnny Weir?
I was going to ask you. Did everybody show up to the reunion?
Well, Johnny Weir and Tara Lipinski.
Oh, they didn't show up?
They were at the Olympics, so they zoomed in. But Johnny Weir, who I found out. Listen, I got a lot of fans. I might have the most fans of anybody on the show, social media wise.
What does this mean?
People send me different things.
Oh,
and I'm just going to say, there's something about Johnny Weir's past.
Oh, yeah.
That was sent to me in the last few days that I was unaware of.
Sure.
Because this idea of digging up Colton's past and using it against him on social media, the way Lisa Rinna did.
Yeah.
And then sort of, bullying him where he can't defend himself. He can't speak. The guy has been fucking harassed.
And what does it mean when the show's over? I don't understand
That's
this.
what I'm saying. You know what it means? It's mean.
And it also means PR. That's what's so gross about it. It's like, listen, you're an entertainer. And I think some of the reality thing, reason why I don't like to get too close, I like to remain an audience member, is because attention seeking is attention seeking. And like, there's a fine line between entertainment and then destroying somebody's life. And when I hear that somebody...
They wanted to destroy his life.
No, that's crazy to me. And
they wanted to humiliate...
These are the type of things that make people jump out of the window. That's really crazy.
I'm going to just say this. I'm just going to say this and leave it alone. They tried to humiliate Colton at the reunion intentionally.
Wow.
My thing with him was inadvertent.
It was on the show.
It was on the show.
Not only that, you talked to him on the show after, and you've talked to him since. You've been so kind to. You even called him after the reunion to make sure he was okay.
They tried to humiliate him at the reunion,
That's
and I'm
terrible.
not down with it.
I know.
And my other question is, where was everybody to defend him that day? They weren't there. They were not fucking there.
They didn't want to be there. They didn't want to be there.
No. What do you mean they didn't want to be there?
They didn't want to come to his defense.
Right.
Otherwise, they would have.
They didn't come to his defense, and I'm not. I think that shit is whack. I think it's hypocritical, and
it's really dark.
Made me lose respect for some people there, and it really validated my feelings of feeling like a few of these people are completely full of shit.
Sure.
I'm not going to name anybody. That being said, I will say that the response from the fans out in public has been awesome.
Right.
The response to social media, for the most part, has been awesome. There are some left, wacky people that are going to have a problem with me because, I'm Michael Rapaport.
Yeah.
But in general, I'm super happy that I did it. It was actually the coolest part of the reunion was talking to really the gamers. It was Natalie, Tiffany, Rob, Ian, and Jam Jam.
Not Rob in the
not Love Island Rob. I didn't say shit to him.
Yeah, because he said that he doesn't talk.
No, he said to me on camera,
yeah,
I don't speak unless spoken to.
Right.
So I was like, that's how I'm going to be with you if I ever see you again. So out of all the people there, the only person I didn't speak to was Rob Levant. Not out of spite, but I was like...
Who was the nicest to you at the reunion when you got
everybody
there?
Was nice. I mean, the Housewives, Carolyn was great. I got to meet her husband.
Oh, you did?
I met her kids. Carolyn was sweet.
Yeah.
Dorinda's always sweet. Rinna was, she's always sweet. Candace is always sweet. Everybody was cool. I mean, the Porsha, I don't...
Bye.
Porsha, I have to remove you from my top 20.
Top 20's wide. Wasn't she in top 10?
She was top 5.
Yeah.
She was top 10.
She was top 10.
But because of who I got to see in real life, now you're in the top 25.
See, that's the thing I don't want to know. I don't want to know these people.
Hey, she's at the end of her road anyway.
How much more? I agree. I agree.
Listen, at one point she was like Steph Curry in his prime.
Yeah, well.
But all good housewives,
some don't. Some take a break. Some come back.
Look. If we say Steph Curry in his prime, Steph Curry ain't in his prime right now. If we say, we're not saying she's the Michael Jordan. Maybe she's like a LeBron type. Well, LeBron's not in his prime anymore either.
But wait, it's hard to say that because Steph Curry, you're judging him on his basketball career. You showed me a video of him the other day at the Olympics. I think he was.
No, I'm saying about her housewife career.
Okay, because I'm saying I think because you got a little taste of her personally. And
I'm just gonna say Porsha Williams is no longer in my top 20 housewives, and my list, as people know, my top 10, top 5, top 20, top 50 of all time housewives list is coveted, revered, and respected.
But
in the
it's
housewives.
had some changes also. You've had changes before.
And this is the most current change.
Okay.
She's no longer in the top 20.
Yeah, she wouldn't have ever been in my top 10. I don't. Top 20 is too many. I was like,
Babe,
top
there's
20.
so many.
Top 20 is like all the housewives.
No, there's so many. Read the list. Read the new up-to-date list.
Oh, the new up-to-date list.
Yeah,
okay.
She's no longer in my top.
Okay.
But in general, everybody was cool. The Love Island Maura, I think that...
Oh, that's the Irish one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was she nice to you after all said and done?
She was fine until the actual reunion. I'm not going to say anything.
Okay. I get it. Yeah, you say no more.
I'm not going to say anything.
Say no more, friend. Say no more. I got it. I get it. You know, you're dealing with the reality people. I'm just telling you, that's what it is. It's like they believe that the performance happens when they say roll, whereas you're different. You have the lines to read. And then when they say action, these people play a different game at action. That's what I think.
I tink Maura tinks too much.
Okay.
I tink Maura tinks too much. But I will say probably the best part of the whole reunion was talking to Jam Jam
Gamer
and Natalie, particularly Jam Jam, because we both agreed that our relationship that we shot on camera was cut short because they didn't show us when we made up. He said it and I said it.
Yeah.
He also got the biggest kick out of my outfit.
Yeah, you know, let's get to that.
Laughing.
You wore a blue cashmere sweater that had buttons up, but you added a little accessory, which
I wore an Israel blue, light blue, Carolina blue, Israel blue sweater, cashmere, grade A.
Yeah.
With a leopard print tie.
I don't even.
And some people got it, and Jam Jam actually got it the most, which was... See, the thing about it is that we had been getting along when I got banished. And that's the part that we both agreed we wished would have been in the show because I apologized to him. He apologized to me. We hugged it out. And there's a scene that I know had to look fucking funny of the two of us walking because, you know, I'm 6'3", he's shorter, he's in these colorful outfits, I'm in this like black casual, and we both like, I know that shit was funny. But talking to him before the reunion and more importantly afterwards, when I ran into him at the bar with Tiffany, Natalie, and the rest of the gamers, we really had a nice time and a very like regular human face-to-face.
That's a bummer that the show didn't show that because you'd like to see some tension and then recovery and that kind of thing.
I really resented that because I don't mind being the bad guy and I didn't mind beefing with him, but there was a recovery and there was a...
camaraderie, it sounds like. Yeah.
There was a camaraderie. Yeah. And we did say to each other, yo, let's fucking team up and kick some ass here.
Yeah.
We didn't have time to do that.
It's like the Odd Couple.
Completely. So he's a sweet guy. Natalie, everybody was chill that I've mentioned so far. Again, I didn't say shit to Rob because Rob says he doesn't speak unless spoken to.
Fine with me.
And so do I. I like that.
Yeah.
It's one less fucking hand I got to shake.
That's right.
Anyway, that's enough with Traitors. And I want to give a shout out to everybody who is a part of the production staff because I know you're probably listening to this. I'm not going to say
your
anything.
guy that you talk to weekly. Poor thing. I mean, you're stressing him out. I
love that guy.
He's
my Traitors guy. I'm not going to say your name. My guy.
But when I hear you talking to him, like you're in the house and we're talking to him, and I'm like, it's almost like you're talking to your therapist. He's amazing.
And for him, it's probably almost like he's talking to his therapist.
That's great.
It's definitely more of my Traitors therapist. But I'll leave
when
that
the reunion airs, we'll maybe get to say a little bit more, and I can ask specific questions after watching it. So I know what really went down or what they chose to show.
Yes.
You know what? To put a cap on this section, I'm really glad that you're glad you did it. I got to be honest, I didn't watch all of it, but I am glad you did it. And I think that you came out on top. The ratings were excellent while you were on it. And this is all we can hope for, right? Great.
The most watched, dopest, best looking, faithful of all the faithfuls ever. The most watched. That's a fact.
That's exciting.
It's documented. Pivoting to the Real Housewives of Potomac, also pumped up to start watching the America's Next Top Model with Tyra Banks.
Oh, I didn't know what you were going to say because I'm really excited to watch Reza and the gang on the Valley Persian.
Yes.
Yeah, style.
The Shahs of the Valley.
Shahs of the Valley. Potomac, we were very, very, very much behind. And
we've caught up.
Unlike us, in a night, we caught up. I mean, I think we went to bed last night at almost midnight.
11:30.
Yeah, that's late for us. That's like we came stumbling home and walk of shame. Like that's
a bender.
Yeah,
us going to sleep at 11:30 is a fucking bender.
Yes, but we stayed awake to the whole thing, and
because it was too good.
It was too good. It was speaking of bullying, though. These last episodes with the newer woman Angel,
yes,
who's married to the football player. the amount of like shit they were giving her almost became unbearable to watch.
I agree.
And it was a la bullying, like the housewife thing. And I understand that Garcelle was the ringleader on it. Giselle. Garcelle, right.
Garcelle's like, why catch a stray?
Right.
Shout out to Garcelle, who I know is listening, probably going, why did I catch a stray? Right. Why'd Kebe throw me into this shit?
No, never you, Garcelle. But Giselle, I mean, I'm mortified that this woman tried to plan a trip to her house in Colorado and had the lady stay in this other house where the water didn't work, whatever. And when she tried to say while flying them on the jet that she hired to take them to the next event in Aspen.
To go to
Kemosabe. Like, I love that. And there was a great cross show when Mauricio showed up. I have so much to say about that, by the way. We just were watching it as if it were nothing. I can't believe that Stacey was encouraging old girl to Ashley to go with Mauricio.
To try, I got to tell you this, Ashley, you're not Mauricio's type.
No, you ain't got a shot.
He's shown his type.
Totally.
He likes types that are the same age as his kids.
Yeah.
And that are in that vibe.
Yeah. Exactly.
No, not saying that he's
not that he's into his kids.
Likes young, hot.
Yes, hot. Yeah.
Not to say that you're not hot, Ashley. She's listening also.
I think he likes white women, right? I couldn't see him with a black woman.
And also younger.
Older, yeah.
Because Ashley's got to be 40, right? Late 30s?
Younger, a little hotsy-totsy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's single now. I think the guy's he stays outside. He'd be outside. You know what I'm saying? He'd be outside. So, listen, I just didn't like that. I was like, ew. Like, and Giselle was like, we don't do this. That's Kyle's husband. They're still married, and we're in the same work environment.
But then Giselle said she could see herself fucking around with somebody like Mauricio if it wasn't Kyle's.
If it wasn't Kyle, she said it though. If it wasn't Kyle's, that's her type. If Mauricio was on Love Hotel with Giselle, she would have invited him to the dates for sure. I could see that. But anyway, I think that back to Angel on the jet when she tried to apologize and Giselle was like, "Too late." I mean, I couldn't believe it. Like that was.
They were going.
I mean, they kept going hard
and on.
And I was like, "Is this performance for the show?" Like because it was like she was really sorry. It looked like she was going to burst.
Babe, I think that they and Giselle, for better or for worse, because I was like, we love it, and you're laughing, and I'm laughing.
But I'm uncomfortable.
This is the thing about these shows that is so bugged out.
Yeah.
That tripped me out about doing Traitors, because when I came home from Traitors, I said to you, I'm not with the trickery. Like, if I'm going to be disrespectful, I'm going to be blatantly disrespectful.
Right,
and if
me
I'm going to
too.
be accidentally disrespectful, I'll apologize. I don't know what the fuck these reality people are on.
Exactly. So
but I don't want to give them too much credit. Like they're thinking three steps ahead.
I think it's very simple. Like there was one scene where what's the girl's name who is new back to the show that messed with Candace and I think she shouldn't have. I think Candace should be back, by the way, not this woman, because when they showed her clips of like her putting the umbrella up to somebody's, was it Robin?
And she said, I don't care if you're pregnant, I'll drag your ass. That should be.
Come on now, you should be out. Like, that's crazy to me. I mean, that's like second chances for real. I don't get it. But anyway, the amount of like, I don't know. It seems like there's a little bit of, like we've said before in the past, when you're on the show this long, there's some manufacturing that has to come on by virtue of every season. You get to look back and see what works, what didn't, when you're just being honest and being real, right? And I think that gets tricked a little. And I could see with this new girl, Angel, I think she came and she was grandstanding a little bit. Like she tried to throw this thing, fly fishing. She had them going to a place that she's never been before, the barbecue that she may have just started, this Wanderlust or whatever. Who knows how long they've been operational. But for the show, it looks like they've been doing it. It's starting to look like, and the girls are feeling that.
Yes.
And they're not trying to break the fourth wall, right? But they are, because they're coming at her like, they're trying not to let the audience know that she's faking the funk and they need to see the real her.
Yes.
And she's going, I'm just trying. And they're going, no, we know what you're doing. You don't even you're renting. That's an Airbnb that you live in. You don't plan on living here, right? So that gets really uncomfortable for me, because then you do get into bullying because they're doing reality within a show.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So it's like, when will you it just gets uncomfortable because one person doesn't know to play the game all the way and the other girls are playing the game. And this last 3 episodes, I really saw it.
Yes. And
that was like, I just don't like when that comes on. When you come onto a reality show, I think you really got to come on and just show your life. Like, what's the British lady's name?
Yes.
She's from Nigeria. Yeah. Tia? Is it
Tiara? No,
Tia. Anyway, she's coming on there and it's totally, she's just herself.
Yeah.
It's far more interesting. And I think
they smell weakness.
They smell weakness or they smell inauthenticity is what it is. Because they're like, hey, we've been doing this. My ass is out. I've been on here. I've showed divorce. I've showed all kinds of stuff. And you're coming on here playing like you're perfect with your perfect marriage and your perfect kids and your perfect outdoorsy thing. And it's just... they're going to rip you apart.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's and she's got to know that. Like, this woman has got to know.
I have to say that if you're not fully prepared or plan, even when you're prepared, it's a weird thing. I don't know how to, it's weird
that we watch it and like it so much too when you think about it.
When you just watch it as the entertainment.
That's right.
It's entertaining as shit.
Yes.
That being said, we watched the final episode where La Grande Dame made it out of prison, and then she had her sit down in the darkness of night with Andy Cohen. And
that whole thing was just wild. Weird and wild, and I can't unsee it. I have so many...
I'm concerned about La Grande Dame.
Yes.
Now, I will say that it was shot as soon as she got out.
Yeah. A week later, I think she needed more time to process. And also, listen... I know it's good for ratings. I know that she's a popular person on the show. I know it's pretty tragic what happened, but with addiction, it's serious, right? And I think to get somebody a week out of a 6-month stint in the clinker for after getting 2 DUIs and then having 2 other incidents with drinking, I think you need a little more time to have some clarity on what you went through. And some would say, hey, Kebe, she was in jail for 6 months. She had clarity.
No, you surviving in that motherfucker.
You're just surviving, right? And trying to figure out how to cope in jail. Okay, she wasn't in Martha Stewart jail, as someone said. She was in jail. Okay?
Yeah, where she has to take showers with other people.
Right.
That's what the girl Kay said. And I was like,
Kay said, yeah, it's
wild.
real. That's real. So I just thought that Andy's,
he did good.
His questions were in earnest and honest, and you could tell that he's dealt with other people that are on a sober journey and have done the steps and are working the steps. This subject is, is tough for me. It's triggering. I'm like, she went in and out of denial to me still. So, and that's what I'm saying with other people that are struggling or watching. Maybe they have the wits about them to see that. I'm hoping, but that's what scares me for her and for other people. Because she was like, what did she call it? Not her personal problem,
her sober personal journey. But then she said she's alcoholic. But then she said with the pills, it was. I don't question it. Just seemed a little pre-cooked.
Not ready yet for prime time. I don't think she was ready for prime time. But
that being said, that's what made it.
Riveting.
It did make it good.
Riveting.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end, I was like, when she dropped the La Grande Dame part and was talking about Karen in the third person. That made me uncomfortable. Because I think if I was in jail, I think the humility would hit me so hard over the head that I wouldn't speak of myself in third person anymore.
She said she went right to work, helping others. And
that's all great. Community service is necessary, yes. But
she said she went right to work helping the youth in there.
I understand that. I just was maybe looking for a little more humility.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It came in and out, I think, or I was like, when you're watching somebody, you're like, you think what they're going to say is on the tip of their tongue and you're really rooting for that. And then she says something and you're like, oh no.
Because we're rooting for La Grande Dame.
Yes, of course we are. But I don't know. I just think a week out was a little soon. Yeah. And she needed more time to process, I think.
I agree. That being said, it was Salt Lake City and Potomac, both seasons, really.
Excellent.
They're really in a good place. And of course, Beverly Hills is kicking ass.
Beverly Hills is great.
It's always good.
No, but come on. With Rachel Zoe, I love you. I just think she's the bee's knees. And bee's knees. I can't believe I just said that.
I can't believe you just said it either. What the fuck?
What is that? Whoops. What is that? I don't even
Babe,
know when
what
I've
the
heard
fuck
that.
is that?
I was like, what am I, Gidget? Who am I, Gidget?
The bee's knees. What are you, like a kindergarten teacher? That's like,
I don't know why I said that. I was going to say she's the shit, but isn't that old? Anyway, I love her. She's an amazing addition to the show. I'm loving Jennifer Tilly's sort of coming out of the box because, we talk about second, third seasons. You start to dissolve the veil a little bit, or you get dissolved by the others. And I think that's happening with her relationship with Sutton. But Rachel Zoe is
what is it, Sutton? What's her real name? Sutton
Brown now.
Sutton Brown.
Yeah, that's different.
The last name, for her to have the last name Brown, her personality.
It's so regular. Yeah. Totally.
It's like Smith would be even better than Sutton Brown.
Yeah.
This shit sounds crazy.
Sutton Brown. Yeah. Sutton Brown is a lot different than Sutton Strack.
Yeah, Sutton Strack sounds like something. Sutton Brown sounds like a whole other something.
Yeah.
But yeah, the shows are good. Traitors is still going. How it plays out, I don't know. Nobody knows. But we're coming to the end of it. People are enjoying the show. The reunion was the reunion. We have plenty more to talk about with Traitors. We have plenty more reality shows to watch. We can't the Tyra Banks.
Yeah, that looks dark though.
America's Next Top
Yes.
Model. But I have a feeling this is also because I heard they're relaunching the show.
Oh, and that's going to be interesting with her. She's going to do it. I think she owns it. I think it was her original idea. Babe, when I was looking at it, because I didn't know it was on, I just saw it. And the first thing I thought about when I thought about Tyra, do you remember when my face was breaking out so much and you knew you were going to work with her on Higher Learning? You said, want me to ask Tyra Banks what you should do about your skin? And then you called me with her in the background.
Yes.
And she was telling me what to wash my face with. And it was so embarrassing for me.
I remember.
Isn't that weird? I remember that. It just came to my head like, oh my gosh. Babe asked Tyra Banks what should his girlfriend wash her face with because she's breaking out. She was very sweet.
And she wasn't Tyra Banks at that. I mean,
she was a supermodel to me.
But she wasn't, she wasn't like OG.
Right,
she was still up and coming at that point.
Yes. But, she was up. She was up.
Yes. Yeah. She definitely was up.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it was so funny. It was so earnest of you and sweet. You're like, my girlfriend has acne.
And it was funny because when I did the episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, that's when I had first met Tyra. She was, this was even a few years before that. She was literally
brand new,
completely brand new. She was still, like this model-y chick, but she inevitably went on to become this iconic. But that documentary on Netflix.
Yeah, it looks like it was intense. By the way, I saw a clip of it and the way she was taught, she screamed on one girl so hardcore. And I'm like, television was different then. And that was groundbreaking television, by the way. Models for one, and two, like she was hardcore. She took it serious.
Yes.
And she talked to them like she took it serious.
Yes.
And it would never fly today. That's why it's going to be interesting. A la Jillian Michaels on The Biggest Loser. Like that was, when we look back at those times and how things were, some things need to change.
Some things need to change, and then also, I think it's good to fucking bust balls.
I do too.
I think it's good to fucking bust balls and haze motherfuckers a little bit. I think all that stuff is fine and make younger people work for it and see what their intentions are.
And maybe that's what's missing from the world. We went from Tyra cussing bitches out because they didn't work hard enough to like everybody gets a trophy.
Everybody gets a trophy, including you guys for listening to this fantastic episode of Rapaport's Reality. Make sure again you subscribe, rate, review. Make sure you continue to watch Traitors all the way through. Make sure you listen to every single episode of Rapaport's Reality, and you can make sure you do that by following us on Instagram at Rapaport's Reality. Thank you for listening. Love you, babe.
Love you, babe.